Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rekakadash. Yahweh be in the name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shah be in the name of His only begotten Son, who they ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Now, they coming out with these new viruses, or how they say, a variant to these viruses. But we can go to the scriptures and see where is these viruses really coming from. Now, 2nd Ezra 15, verse 11, it says, "But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof." So this is talking about a different Egypt. Because it says as before, so it's not talking about the old Egypt. But what's this different Egypt? Verse 8, saying, "Their dead bodies shall line the street of the great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt." See, it's a spiritual Egypt. Okay, you go back to 2nd Ezra. Well, let's go back to 15 and 10. Now it says, "I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with a plague as before." Okay. Verse 12, it says, "Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that God shall bring upon it." So this plague is a punishment. Look at 16. Let's see here. Okay. Verse 8, it says, "The mighty Lord sendeth the plague, and who is he that can drive them away?" So he's going to be the one sending plagues to this place. 14, it says, "Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth." Now here you go to Revelation 16. Talks about how he's going to send the plagues. Verse 1, it says, "I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the 7 angels, Go your ways, and pour out the vials of the wrath of God upon the earth." So they're going to pour out these plagues. Okay. They're going to pour out these plagues. Look at what it's saying, verse 8. "And the 4th angel out his vial upon the sun, and power was given unto him to scorch men with fire, and men were scorched with great heat, and blaspheme the name of God, which have power over these plagues." Okay. Now verse 17, it says, "And the 7th angel poured out his vial into the air, and there came a great voice out of the temple of heaven from the throne, saying, It is done." So the Lord can put a plague in the air. Let's get Deuteronomy 28. I think it's 60. And go with 59 and say, "Then the Lord will make your plagues wonderful, and the plagues of your seed, even great plagues, and of long continence, and sore sicknesses, and of long continence. Moreover, he will bring upon you all the diseases of Egypt, which you was afraid of, and they shall cleave unto you. Also every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of this law will the Lord bring upon you until you be destroyed. So, people pointing the blame of this person, that person, this country, that country. But the Lord is the one bringing this plague. And why is he doing it? Ecclesiastes 39. Okay. He said, 28, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire, hail, famine, death, all these was created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts, scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. Verse 9 said, death, bloodshed, strife, the sword, calamity, famine, tribulation, and the scourge. These things are created for the wicked, and for their sake came the flood. So just like 2 Ezra say, the plagues is a punishment, and he is sending the plagues. See, so this is what the world is experiencing. The Lord pouring out his wrath, sending his angels to pour out this wrath and cause the plague to come upon the people. Now here goes an example of the Lord putting the plagues or pestilence or whatever you want to call it. 1 Corinthians 21, this is when David numbered the people, and the Lord gave him certain punishments, like 3 punishments that he can choose from. So he chose to punish the Israelites. Verse 14 and say, so the Lord sent pestilence upon Israel, and there fell of Israel 70,000 men. And God sent an angel upon Jerusalem to destroy it. And as he was destroying, the Lord beheld, and he repented him of the evil, and said to the angel that destroyed, it is enough, stay now your hand. And the angel of the Lord stood by the threshing floor of Ornan the Jebusite. And David lifted up his eyes and saw the angel of the Lord stand between the earth and the heaven, having a drawn sword in his hand, stretched out over Jerusalem. Then David and the elders of Israel, who were clothed in sackcloth, fell upon their faces. So this is when the Lord sent the pestilence. And see, it says pestilence, but look at verse 17. It says, and David said unto God, is it not that I commanded the people to be numbered, even I it is that have sinned and done this evil indeed. But as for these sheep, what have they done? Let your hand, I pray you, O Lord my God, be on me and on my house, father's house, but not on your people, that they shall be plagued. So the pestilence and the plague, they pretty much the same thing. See, he called it pestilence in 14, but in 17 he called it a plague. So the Lord is sending the plagues, and whoever else in the world, they being controlled by the Lord. Let's get that 17:13. It said, arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is your sword. He's using these wicked people on earth to push the plagues on the people, if that's what they're doing. But at the end of the day, it's the Lord that's sending the plagues. But I'm going to leave it there. All praise to Yahweh, Shem Yahweh Shabbat, Shem Kakadash. The ones to the elders pushing the truth. Peace to the elect worldwide. Our kingdom is at hand. Shalom.